Hi, my loves. Welcome back to the Starscartel channel. If you don't know, I'm Star. The message I heard is there's a whole nother side of me. The scripture comes from 1 Maccabees 5:1. And it came to pass when the surrounding nations heard that the altar was built and the sanctuary dedicated as previously, they were exceedingly angry. So here's the message. For someone, there's somebody, okay? There's somebody that, whoever this person is, you are looking at this person as if they are a very good person. You may see this person as someone, somewhat of a savior, or somewhat that means you well. They mean you good. And God is saying that this is somebody, if like when you get to a place to where God is getting you to where you are going, okay, as God is blessing you and as things start happening for you, you may have to deal with whoever this person is. Whoever this person may be, you're going to have to deal with them being angry. They are going to be angry. Okay, they were exceedingly angry. This person is going to be very angry about, what does it say? The altar was built and the sanctuary was dedicated. Okay, as it previously was. So this is somebody, God is building you up. He's building you back up. And God says once you get back to where you were, or for some of you, once you get to this place that God is taking you to, there are going to be people that are going to be very angry about what God is doing in your life. They are not going to be happy. And even in the next scripture, they took counsel to destroy the race of Jacob that was in the midst of them, and they began to kill and destroy among the people. So God is saying, for whoever this is for, you're going to have to watch out. Because there are some people, like, you see them from a perspective and you think that that's all that it is to them. And God is saying some of these people have a whole other side of them that you don't even know about, that you wouldn't even expect. You wouldn't even think that they would behave that way. You wouldn't even think they would think that way. You wouldn't even think that they would feel that way. But God is saying you have to be careful. And especially when you know God is moving in your life and he is blessing you, some people, you can't tell them what God is doing. There are some people that you cannot tell them what God is doing. You cannot tell them what God is doing for you. And you can't tell them this, because then they will do just like here. Even when they noticed, when they heard, just when they heard about what the sanctuary had going on, when they heard about how it was built back up, when they heard that it was dedicated to God, they got so angry that they decided to start taking out people. And you know, for somebody, you have to be careful for your life. This may be someone, you know what I'm saying, God start blessing you with things and they hear about it or they find out about it and they gonna start trying to attack you. They'll send people to come after you. They themselves may try to come after you. I like, for one reason, for somebody, I am seeing someone like you having your like, you know, like living somewhere, maybe, you know, move to a nice neighborhood or move to a nice apartment complex or something like that, and someone deliberately going out of their way to find out where you live, regardless to if this is through conversation from other people or from you literally telling them. If this could be somebody that you know and trust. Like I said, this is somebody that you see them one way, but God says they are a complete different way. Once they see you getting blessed, once they see you and you're having all these blessings, they're going to have a problem with it. And I see this person sending people to cause problems, to cause strife. Somebody that would cause your neighbors to try to attack you and, you know, to be mean to you. For someone, I hear God saying this person will want to humble you. Okay, and it's so sad that some people are like this, that instead of them being happy for you, They will feel as though because you have things that you're supposed to have, that you have things that you always wanted to have, now all of a sudden your head has to be up through the roof and through the clouds somewhere when you may not even feel that way. But you know what I'm saying? This is somebody like that. And I've experienced that before. I've experienced, me literally just telling someone something I was happy about. They asked, and they were like, well, you're bragging. And I was like, no, I'm not. You asked. Why ask if you don't want to know? I didn't have to, you know what I'm saying? It's not something that I just wanted. Like, I needed to share. I'm not bragging. I'm literally letting you know something positive. Why are you not happy for me? There are some people that are like that. There are some people that will be angry that you have something wonderful in your life. They will be angry that God has blessed you. God said these are the kind of people you got to look out for. Because, especially if it's somebody that, you know what I'm saying, they didn't sit around for however many days, months, years, spreading lies and rumors about you, saying that you would never do this and you would never do that and you would never accomplish this, you would never and you start proving them wrong. It's going to make them upset. And for whoever this is for, that's what's going on. This person will be very upset to find out that all the, blackmail and gossip and lies and the rumors and whatever else they did, it did not work. God said, be careful as you are doing whatever it is God has going on in your life, whatever it is that God is doing in your life, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You got to be careful. 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 Because you know what I'm saying? All it takes is for one hater, okay, to find out what apartment complex you stay in and to go and try to sweet talk, bribe, or, you know what I'm saying, become buddy with the apartment manager, and now you got problems that don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? And it don't take much. You know what I'm saying? I've experienced situations where I was living in this one apartment complex, and there was somebody that was staying in the vacant townhouse next door. And first of all, it bothered me because I was like, what's going on? I have to pay rent, and this person is living there rent free. Second of all, they decide to throw party after party after party after party in this vacant townhouse, blasting music, keeping me up all night. And then I woke up the next morning to the apartment complex calling me and telling me I had a noise complaint. And I was like, why do I have a noise complaint? They said you had a party. I didn't have a party. That was in the vacant apartment next to me where a homeless person is living. And no, we did that. I don't want to hear that. You know what I'm saying? And then it caused strife between, you know what I'm saying? And I just feel like all it takes is somebody like being very malicious. It don't take too much for somebody to do something like that. Even now in today's time, there are people that literally are hired to go and, they get squatters out. So that's what they do. They go and they move into a vacant place, or they move into a place that was vacant that a squatter is living in, and they drive them crazy until they leave. So you know what I'm saying? How perplexed would it be for someone to pay someone to move into a vacant, you know what I'm saying, space, or, you know what I'm saying, somebody that lives around you, somebody that is a neighbor of yours or a manager at the apartment complex or whoever, and pay them to drive you up the roof, through the roof, to drive you to, you know what I'm saying, to irritate you, to frustrate you, to make you uncomfortable, to turn something that was supposed to be peaceful, supposed to be a place of peace and happiness, into a place of unrestlessness, a place that will get on your nerves. I remember at one apartment complex I was staying at, this neighbor, I never met this lady, never knew this lady. But what really got on my nerves, because I was pregnant, it was at the end of my pregnancy, and I gave birth and came back with my baby. This woman would blast music all day long, and it absolutely got on my nerves. I couldn't stand it. it got on my nerves. It got on my nerves. It got on my nerves. And she refused to stop. And you know what I'm saying? I never been the kind of person to complain about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I try not to be that kind of person. And you know what I'm saying? I'll bang on the wall and say, cut that down. You know what I'm saying? But in reality, as far as me, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get nobody put out. And I recall at the same apartment complex after I had my baby, I'm at the gym minding my business like I would normally do. I went to that gym every single day. And they act like they had a problem with me being in the gym because, you know what I'm saying, I don't think my name was on the lease. So, like, this caused more problems. And, you know, eventually we ended up moving. And partly because of that, you know what I'm saying? Besides that, the apartment was nice. It was cool. But once they did all that, I was like, nah, I can't do this. I'm not dealing with that. I'm not dealing with nobody having no attitude with me, being rude to me, and being nasty to me. And I stay there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I get it. My name wasn't on the lease. And it's not because I didn't want it to be, but they wouldn't have accepted my name being on the lease. I tried to put it on the lease. But anyways, okay, because of things that I did when I was younger. But anywho, with that being said, I'm just saying for whoever this is for. Long story short, God said whatever it is that you're doing, keep it to yourself. Because there is a hater. Somebody, you got a hater. You got a hater. You got a hater. You got a hater. And I'm not talking about somebody, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes people get upset when people make stupid decisions and they tell them that it's a stupid decision. Like that, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about somebody, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna do something like that. I'm talking about somebody that is seriously, it's something wrong with them. Every time something good is going on in your life, they are bothered, they are frustrated, and they are irritated. They are constantly comparing themselves to you. They are constantly worried and concerned about what you have going on because they have went out and took out the time, effort, and energy to try to make sure everybody thinks that you are a failure and you will always be a failure. And you know what I'm saying? One thing, just like Tupac said, the only thing that is consistent is change. And just because somebody used to run the streets yesterday don't mean that's what they're going to do today. And just because somebody had hard times 2 years ago don't mean they're going to have hard times forever. And just because, you know what I'm saying, whoever this person is, they don't want to see you doing better. They don't want to see you doing better. Regardless if this is someone, they want sympathy because, you know, they want people to feel sorry for them because of you. And you know what I'm saying? I don't get it. You know, it would make more sense for them to, you know, put forth effort to help you and to put forth effort to see you succeed. And you know what I'm saying? Get some kind of congratulations. I don't know what kind of cookie points, what kind of brownie points anybody would get for sympathy, but I would assume that they would get more brownie points for helping someone and putting forth effort to ensure that somebody is okay than the brownie points that they will receive for driving somebody crazy or trying to, you know what I'm saying, ruin somebody's life and putting a lot of effort into making sure that someone is miserable. But God said, you know, misery likes company. This is somebody that they miserable. And in reality, if they would stop comparing their life to yours, they wouldn't be so miserable. But anyways, God said, be careful. Be careful, be careful, be careful. This is somebody, they are a hater, they are a hater, they are a hater, they are a hater. I don't even like saying that. I don't like using that word. I don't like using that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just being real. This is somebody, you know what I'm saying? Savage shirt on today. This is somebody that whoever this person is, they are a hater. And every time they see you happy, they got a problem with it. Every time you make a new friend, they got to try to destroy the relationship. They got to sneak in and they got to gossip and lie and manipulate to ensure that you don't have no friends no more. And every time you get a new man, they got to try to destroy your relationship. Every time you get a new girlfriend, they got to destroy the relationship. Every time you doing something, you got a new job, they got to try to manipulate that. They got to, like, this is somebody, they want to make sure that your life is miserable. God said, keep whatever it is to yourself. Even if it's a situation where, you know what I'm saying, like, everybody don't have to know where you stay. Everybody don't have to know what you're doing. Everybody doesn't need to know where you work. Everybody doesn't need to know, you know what I'm saying, like, where you go and all that. Like, you don't have to share everything with everybody. You don't have to introduce everybody to your partner. It don't matter who they are. Everybody don't need to meet your person. Everybody don't need to meet your friends. You don't have to do that. You don't have to. You know what I'm saying? There are some people that they want to and they choose to, and that's fine. But if you are in a position where somebody is constantly trying to tell your life apart, it don't even make sense for you to keep on including them. Why? You know what I'm saying? Even if it's the kind of person, you know what I'm saying, where you just gotta include them. I know some of y'all have spoken about family members that do stuff like this to y'all. Even if it's somebody that you can't exactly cut them out your life, you can simultaneously have them in your life while simultaneously having a part of your life separate from them. And that's just real. They don't have to come to your house. They don't have to be involved with your relationship. They don't have to be around you and your friends. They don't have to, you know, regardless of what it is. Even if it's a situation where, you know what I'm saying, like you having a birthday party, or you know what I'm saying, like, you know, holidays and stuff like that, you don't have to have everybody at the same party. And I'm just being real. As somebody, you know what I'm saying, and I like, not even specifically because of this, but this is something that me personally, I've had situation. Y'all already know I showed all the pictures of how me and my friends used to party from the beginning of March to the end of March and into April. And it wasn't a situation where everybody just had to be together. There was like the people that didn't get along. Okay, I'm partying with such and such today, and then I'm partying with such and such tomorrow, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. It don't, like, you don't have to force people that don't like each other to be around each other. And you for sure don't have to include somebody in every single aspect of your life. It don't matter who they are. If you are a grown adult, you are entitled to have your peace. Even if that means that certain people ain't gonna meet whoever is, you know what I'm saying? Regardless to if it's, you know, parents or siblings or cousins or whatever. Like, it is what it is. What can they get mad at? You know what I'm saying? Can they get mad? They can feel some kind of way. They may be upset. They may feel, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, if they have did this time and time again to you, deep in their heart, they know they can't really be mad. They may try to fuss about it. They may try to guilt you and make you feel bad. The only reason they doing that is because they want to be able to try to make you feel like you are obligated to include them in things that you are not obligated to include them in. And that's the message. You know what I'm saying? Even when it come down to people, they insist on, why haven't I met this person? Why haven't I met that person? Baby, you don't even got an answer to that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to give them a reason. And you know what I'm saying? You can simply say it don't have nothing to do with you or anything that you got going. But you know what I'm saying? In reality, I like to, you know, no. Okay? And that's like, I'm just being real. But that's the message, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Deuces.